Hi friends, let us discuss plus 1 mathematics, chapter 16, probability. In the standard 10, both CBSE and state students have studied what is meant by probability, and in addition to the things you have studied in our classes, we have chapter 16 in plus 1 mathematics. Now let us familiarize some terms in probability. One, random experiment. What is meant by random experiment in probability? Any experiment which has more than one outcome. 2, not possible to predict the outcome. 3, possibility of repetition under identical condition. If the experiment that we do satisfies these 3 conditions, it's called a random experiment. Example, suppose we toss a fair coin. More than one outcome, yes, we may get either head or tail. A coin is supposed to have 2 faces, head and tail. Sometimes it will be with one face, the emblem, on the other the number. And in normal cases we say a fair coin is with one face head and the other tail. We are not sure of getting head or tail. That is not possible to predict the outcome. Then possibility of repetition under identical conditions. We can toss the coin any number of times. Therefore, a random experiment is that experiment which has more than one outcome, and in that experiment we are not able to say in advance which will be the result, what will be our result. Then 3, possibility of repetition under identical conditions. We must be able to repeat the experiments at any number of times. Then example, tossing a fair coin or throwing a die. A die has 6 faces. A fair die, when we throw, we may get face 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Therefore we are not sure whether we get the face 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Not possible to predict the outcome, and we are able to repeat the experiment for any number of times. Now, outcome, any possible result of that random experiment is outcome. When we toss a fair coin, what are the outcomes? The outcomes are head and tail. When we toss a die, the outcomes are numbers 1 to 6. So that is all about outcome. Then sample space, the set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment denoted by the symbol S. A set denoted by the capital letter S is called sample space, and the elements of the sample space are the outcomes. The set of all possible outcomes of a randomized event denoted by the symbol capital S is called sample space. Then what is sample point? Each element or each outcome of a sample space is called sample point. These are the terms we have to familiarize with, and we shall discuss what is meant by event and possible event, sure event, impossible event, etc. Right.